Good morning, here from the Pacific. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, friends. Okay, today, let's adjust the camera here. Forgot to adjust my microphone. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Today, we are in the last line, the last day of gene key 39. So that means that as we get to the last line, the sixth line, we already are starting to feel more towards the next theme. The line sixes, if you have a line sixes in your profile, this speaks to the evolutionary, the visionary, the looking ahead type of energy. And I just wanted to briefly mention before we move into some powerful, simple fascia moves for today, I wanted to bring in the connection that 39 has to gene key 55. And in human design, the gate 39 sits in our root center, and that's where we feel, it's a pressure center. We feel pressure to do things, and it's the connection to our solar plexus is where the 55 sits, and it's a channel that connects. So the root connects to that solar plexus. And the 55 is the big gene key that Richard Rudd speaks to, is where this mutation is occurring. And that might sound like a little sci-fi, but really what's happening is that we've been a species that's been mostly wired to feel that pressure to act to survive. So it's been survival, and we've been doing a lot of work around the kidneys and the adrenal glands where we have that, our glands are helping us like in that fight or flight and that stress. But what's happening, as many of us are awakening now, is that we are moving from that survival mode where, we didn't know how to deal with our emotions, most of us. And the emotional center sits here in the solar plexus, and maybe as we're speaking, we can start to just move. The fascia will go from right to left. And we are learning how to digest our emotions that have been suppressed and contracted. A lot of tightness in this area, which puts tightness on our digestive system and all kinds of things. So we're learning to digest emotions from lifetimes. But even if we just stick to this lifetime, the emotions that we had to pack down, and this constriction and tightness that kept us in survival mode. So we're moving from maybe this adrenal intelligence of survival and putting us into action, and which served at some point, I'm sure, in parts of our evolution. And now we have this opportunity to experience this mutation where we're getting in touch with this emotional intelligence, which we have for a decade or so, and then moving into spiritual intelligence and coming into a space where we're, instead of pushing against life, we're pulling. We're stepping more into this yin energy where we literally attract and pull towards us everything we need, which requires us to let go of any stories we've had about just having to survive, and any habits or patterns we've had that are of survival can't survive if it is that we can thrive and just surrender to this freedom that we have. And that's the gene key 55, is that it moves from victim. So the shadow of 39 is provocation, the shadow of 55 is victimhood. So we get provoked in a victim space, we take action out of survival, versus the 55 gift. And the city is the same. Although Richard just introduced romance as another word in there, which I won't go into in this video. We don't have time for that. But freedom as the gift. So imagine living our life, just rubbing your abdomen here and letting it soften, just connecting to your breath. We're moving into a species, a human, that feels this softness in the solar plexus, no longer any constriction. All past emotions have been digested and metabolized. So we're able to really respond in the moment. Any emotions that come up in the moment are simply there to help give us information. And we have this lightness flowing through us, this freedom to be ourselves. And let's move into this fascial maneuver. It's called the belly button torque. And we're going to take our right hand and we're going to bring it right into the belly button area. You don't have to stick the finger right into the belly button, but just around there. And you're going to really dig in as much as you can. And then you're going to twist your hand so that your thumb goes up. So it's an external rotation. And you can either bring your left hand just on your hip, but if you can, reach behind and twist your fascia the other way behind your belly button. So let's go, dig in, twist, thumbs up with the front hand. And then you can just bend the knees a little bit, lean forward and breathe in through the mouth for 3 and just move side to side. Breathe in through your nose. Beautiful. Just sway it out, just side to side, or if you have space to walk, just notice. I feel more freedom in my whole hip area. But just notice for you, you can close down your eyes and just feel your body, what differences you feel. But because we have a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us have tightness in our fascia from constricting, and that can put a lot of pressure on our digestive system. So that move is really great for relieving some of that tightness and giving a break to our digestive system. Let's bring our hands onto the belly again and just going from right to the left, making circles. And let's close down the eyes and go really, really slowly. And just feel love pouring through your hands. You can even visualize the color gold pouring through your hands into your solar plexus. Just welcoming this mutation, transformation, whatever word you want to use. Trusting your body's ability to adapt, to let go. To soften. Just breathing softly. And let's introduce the box breath for the last little bit here together. So starting at the bottom right, we're going to breathe in for 4 counts and move across to the left. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath in for 4 and bring your hands up. Breathe out for 4, bring it across your body back to the right. Hold the breath out for 4, bring the hands down. Okay, inhale across, 4. In, hold. Exhale, 4. Hold, 4. Inhale 4. Hold. Exhale. Hold. One more time around. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And then just bring your hands to the center, back to a regular breath. Just feeling softness in your belly. Welcoming change. Trusting the body, just hearing that whisper around. I trust my body. My body is amazing. My body is full of wisdom. I trust my body to lead me through change. I trust myself to listen to my body's needs. I forgive myself for the times I wasn't able to listen. I forgive myself. I love myself. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to share anything that, if you've been here for the full Gene Key 39, was there something that provoked you that you were able to have the awareness and say, oh, this is trying to awaken something in me? Or were you really feeling the gift of dynamism this week, where you're really in touch with that creative energy and that vital life force running through you? Or were you feeling liberation? Were you being provoked to liberate yourself into experiencing more beauty and more love? I'd love to hear anything you would like to share. And I really look forward to seeing what Gene Key 53, that's the one we're moving into tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll start with a contemplation about 53 and really dig in and set the foundation for the next week and how it's going to move through our body and how we can receive the gifts from that archetype and how it might reveal some shadow aspects that have been hidden that can liberate us even more. Really, really loving this this contemplation, this living contemplation with the sun's energy and the archetype that it is highlighting for us, and just being in rhythm with that, I think I can already feel how powerful it is for me. So I hope you're experiencing that as well, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye.